Ever had a rude comment? A flaky friend? Or just one dumb thing totally tank your day? What if you could shrug it off and stay cool no matter what hits you? I've got 7 stoic tricks to lock down your emotions and keep your peace. Stick with me. This is gonna flip your world. Welcome back to the channel. Life's a circus sometimes. Right? People cut you off, co-workers trash your vibe, and random chaos just keeps coming. It's enough to make anyone lose it. But here's the real talk. Nobody's jacking your calm unless you hand them the keys. Today, we're diving into 7 stoic hacks, straight from legends like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, to stop freaking out, ditch the anger, and own your headspace like a boss. These aren't fluffy think positive vibes, they're battle-tested tools to stay unbothered. We're talking traffic jams, rude strangers, the works. Ready to level up? Let's dive in. Alright, let's kick this off with lesson 1, your reactions. They're 100% on you. Picture this, you're in line at the grocery store, just chilling, maybe scrolling your phone, when some jerk slides right in front of you like he owns the place. Your blood's boiling. Who does this guy think he is? Does he not see me standing here? You're ready to snap, maybe even call him out. But hold up a second, they didn't ruin your day, your brain did. The Stoics, those old school wise dudes like Epictetus, say there's this gap between what happens and how you feel about it. That little space. It's your superpower, fam. It's where you get to decide who's running the show, you or the chaos. Here's how it plays out in real life. Some dude cuts you off in traffic, nearly clipping your bumper. You've got 2 paths. Option 1, flip the bird, honk like a maniac, and stew in road rage for the next 20 miles. Option 2, take a deep breath, mutter, their problem, and keep your vibe intact. I had this exact thing go down last week. Some guy swerved right in front of me out of nowhere. Old me. Total Horn City. Probably tailgating him just to prove a point. New me. I cranked my playlist. Shout out to some chill lo-fi beats. And kept rolling like it was nothing. Felt like a freaking king. Not a ticked off chump. That's the magic of this trick. It's not about pretending you're not mad. Anger's real. And it's human. It's about catching that split-second gap and choosing what's next. You're not bottling it up like some emotional pressure cooker, you're calling the shots like a boss. Think about it, that jerk in line or that reckless driver. They're not sitting there plotting to wreck your day. They're just doing their thing. Probably clueless. Why let their mess hijack your peace? Try this next time something or someone ticks you off. Pause. Just for a beat. Name what you're feeling. Okay, I'm pissed, or wow, I'm annoyed. Say it in your head, out loud. Whatever works. Then pick your move. Calm's always on the table. Even if your gut's screaming otherwise. Maybe it's cracking a joke to yourself, like, this guy must be late for the jerk awards. Maybe it's popping in an earbud and zoning out. Point is, you're the one steering the ship. I've been practicing this for months now, and it's wild how much power it gives you. Like, last weekend, my barista totally botched my order. Gave me some sugary nonsense instead of black coffee. I could have griped, but I paused, thought, her day's probably nuts, and just asked for a redo with a smile. Walked away feeling good, not grumpy. That's the flex. Owning your vibe. Not letting some rando or a bad moment call the shots. You're the captain here, not them. Master this, and you're already halfway to bulletproof peace. Lesson 2, stop expecting people to act like you. Ever had a friend bail on plans last minute and you're sitting there, gut punched, thinking, I'd never flake like that. Yeah. It stings. You start spiraling. How could they be so inconsiderate? Don't they get how much this meant? But here's the hard truth, they're not you. Everyone's running their own messy, weird script, different wiring, different priorities, different baggage. Expecting them to think or move like you is like yelling at a cat to fetch your slippers. It ain't happening. And it's only gonna leave you steamed. Real talk, my buddy Jake, he's the king of flaking, used to drive me up the wall. We'd plan a hangout, grabbing beers, shooting the breeze, and I'd be pumped. Then, boom, an hour before, I'd get the text, dude, something came up. Every time, I'd fume. How hard is it to show up? I'd never pull this. Then it hit me, Jake's not me. He's got his own chaos. Maybe work's nuts. Maybe he's just scatterbrained. Point is, it's his deal, not my playbook. Once I stopped expecting him to be Mr. Reliable, the sting faded. Now when he bails, I just shrug, classic Jake, and roll with it. No stress, no mess. Here's why this matters. Expectations are a trap. Stoics like Epictetus would say you're setting yourself up to lose when you demand the world, or the people in it, mirror your vibe. Everyone's out here walking their own path, shaped by stuff you can't even see. That coworker who's always late. Maybe they're juggling kids or a nightmare commute. That friend who forgets to text back, could be drowning in their own headspace. It's not about you, it's about them. And trying to force them into your mold. That's a one-way ticket to pissed off city. Flip the script with this move. Next time someone lets you down, pause. Ask yourself, was I expecting them to be me? Then zoom out. What's their deal? Maybe they're not flaky, maybe they're just wired different. I tried this last week with my sister. She promised to help me move some furniture, then ghosted. Old me would have called her out, all huffy. Instead, I thought, she's swamped with work, she's not dodging me on purpose. Let it go. Handled it solo. Stayed chill. Pro tip, picture people like weather. You don't get mad at a storm for raining. Right? They're gonna do what they do. Your job? Decide how you roll with it. Stop waiting for them to match your standards. And you'll free yourself from that gut kick of disappointment. It's not about lowering the bar. It's about dodging the drama. When you quit expecting clones, your peace stays locked in, no matter who's flaking or fumbling around you. Lesson 3, ditch the need to be right. Ever been stuck in one of those pointless throwdowns? Like, no, the restaurant's this way. You're totally off. And you're ready to die on that hill. I've been there, fam. And it's a vibe killer. That itch to prove you're the smart one. It's all ego, not strength. The Stoics, like my man Marcus Aurelius, drop this gem on you. You wanna be right, or you wanna be chill. Spoiler alert, chill's the undisputed champ every time. Here's a real one for you. Last month, my sister and I were planning a road trip, reminiscing about this old vacation spot we used to hit as kids. She's dead set, swearing it's an hour away. I knew it was too. Google Maps was my witness. Old me would have turned it into a courtroom drama, pulling up screenshots, arguing till we're both red-faced. But I caught myself, went, cool, your call, sis. We hit the road, clocked 2 hours. And when we got there, she's like, oops, my bad. We cracked up about it. Full-on belly laughs. And I didn't waste a single ounce of energy proving my point. That's the juice of this lesson. Fighting to be right in those petty moments. It's like chugging an energy drink just to run in circles. You're spent for no reason. Think about it. How many times have you gone toe-to-toe over dumb stuff? Like which movie's better or who said what last week? You win the argument. Sure. But you're still ticked off, and the vibe's trashed. Stoics would say that's a rookie move. Peace beats pride any day of the week. Here's another slice of life. My buddy Mike and I got into it over some trivia night question. No way. The moon landing was 69. Nah. Bro? 70. Voices up. Table tense. I was right. But by the end, I was too annoyed to even enjoy the win. Next time, I tried something different. He's yapping about some random fact. I just nod. Alright, man. You got it. Night stayed chill. Beer stayed cold. Learned my lesson. Being right ain't worth the buskill. So here's your play. Next time you feel that itch to win, pause. Ask yourself, does this even matter in the grand scheme? 9 times out of 10. It's a big fat nope. Nod. Say, cool. I hear you. And bounce. Save your juice for the real fights. Stuff tied to your values or your future. Petty battles. They're just emotional quicksand. Sucking you dry. Let 'em go. Keep your calm. And watch how much lighter you feel. Peace over pride, fam. It's the stoic flex that keeps you winning without even swinging. Number 4, their words. They're not your worth. Ever pitch an idea you're totally hyped about? Like, you've been dreaming it up for weeks. And some clown in the crowd just goes, "May? Not great. Oof, that stings." Right? Your stomach drops. Your confidence takes a hit. And you're wondering if you're a fraud. But pump the brakes. Here's the truth, their opinion's just noise. Not your report card. Marcus Aurelius. The Stoic goat. Hit it on the head. We love ourselves more than anyone. Yet we're obsessed with what others think. Crazy. Right? Your values locked in, fam. Some snarky comment doesn't get to rewrite that. Let me drop a true story on you. A while back, I pitched a video idea this creator meetup. I'm jazzed. Think it's fire. Right? This one dude in the back, all smug, goes, kinda basic. Old me would have sulked out of there. Tail between my legs. Overanalyzing every word I said. New me. I paused, took a breath, and thought. That's his lens. Not my truth. Kept my swagger. Ignored the jab. And crushed the project anyway. Videos still popping off today. His little diss didn't dent a thing. Here's why this clicks. People's words are like a funhouse mirror. Distorted by their own baggage. Biases? Maybe even a bad day. That coworker who sniped your presentation could be jealous, stressed, or just a grump. Doesn't mean squat about you. I had this happen at a family barbecue once. Proudly showed off a new recipe. And my uncle goes, "Tastes like cardboard." Harsh. Right? Could have let it wreck me. But I laughed it off. His taste buds. Not my chef skills. Kept eating. Kept vibing. Point is, their take's not your paycheck. Try this play next time someone disses you. Pause. Don't react. Just chill for a beat. Ask yourself, is this their baggage or my reality? If it's useful, like legit feedback you can roll with, keep it. Rest. Trash it. Picture their words like spam emails. Skim. Delete. Move on. You're not here to soak up every random opinion like a sponge. Stoics would say your worth's intrinsic, set in stone, not up for debate. That rude stranger, that eye-rolling co-worker, they don't hold the keys to your confidence. You do. I've started doing this daily. When someone throws shade, I think, cool, that's their noise. Not my gold. Keeps me steady. Keeps me winning. You're the same, fam. No one's snark can scratch your shine unless you let it. Filter the static. Own your truth. And watch how unstoppable you feel. Lesson 5. Boundaries are your sanity's best freaking friend. Your BFF for real. Ever had a pal blow up your phone at midnight with some melodramatic crisis? Or a coworker casually dump a last-minute task on you like, "Oh, you got this? Right? You wanna be nice. So you say yes. Again and again. Until you're a crispy, burned out mess." That's where boundaries swoop in to save the day. Epictetus, Stoic legend, said freedom's about living your way, not bending over backwards for everyone's guilt trips. Boundaries aren't selfish, fam. They're straight up survival. Here's my confession: I used to be the ultimate sure, I'll help guy. Couldn't say no. Felt like I'd be letting people down. Then my cousin started this habit, hitting me up at like 2 a.m. to vent about his latest breakup or work drama. First time, I'm like, okay, I'll be there. Second time, same deal. By the third, I'm a zombie, barely functioning, still nodding along to his sob story. Finally, I snapped out of it. Next call, I went, "Love you, bro, but I need sleep. Let's talk tomorrow." Firm, fair, done. Hung up, crashed hard, and woke up feeling like I'd just reclaimed my whole dang life. That's the power of boundaries. They're like a force field for your energy. Without 'em, you're a doormat, soaking up everyone else's chaos. That friend who always needs a favor. That boss piling on extra work. They're not mind readers. They'll keep pushing till you push back. And here's the kicker: it's not their fault if you don't draw the line. It's yours. Saying no doesn't make you a jerk, it makes you a badass who knows what's up. Take this one from last week: my neighbor knocks, asking me to watch his dog. Again. Right when I'm about to unwind. Old me would have caved, stressed all night about a barking pup. New me. Hey, man. I'm tapped out tonight. Maybe tomorrow? He nodded. I chilled. And my evening stayed golden. No guilt. No fuss. Here's your play: next time someone oversteps, hit 'em with this: can't swing that now. Catch me later. Keep it clear. Keep it kind. No apologies needed. Maybe it's, "I'd love to chat, but I'm off the clock tonight." Or "Happy to help, but not today." Practicing it feels weird at first, but then it's pure liberation. Epictetus would say you're not free till you own your time, your space, your vibe. Protect that energy like it's gold, fam. And you'll feel unstoppable. Less drained, more in charge. Boundaries aren't walls, they're the ticket to living your life, not everyone else's. Number 6, silence is your secret weapon, fam. Ever had someone get all up in your face, throwing shade like they're auditioning for the Jerk Olympics? Your guts screaming, fire back, roast 'em. But hold up, there's a better play. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, with the chillest vibes, said the best comeback to anger is zipping it. Silence doesn't just kill the fight. It keeps you on top, running the show while they flail. It's like dropping a mic without saying a word. Check this real life flex. At work, I'm in a meeting, pitching a plan I'd busted my tail on. This one dude, let's call him Chad, tries to clown me, leans back, smirks, and goes, "Oh, your plan's cute." The room goes quiet. All eyes on me. Old me. I'd have roasted him. "Cute. Your haircut's a cry for help, Chad." But I'd been vibing on this stoic stuff, so I switched it up, took a beat, smiled, sipped my coffee, said zip. He floundered, started stammering, trying to fill the awkwardness. I looked like the pro, calm and collected, while he looked like a tool. Silence won. Hands down. Here's why this rocks: when someone baits you, they're fishing for a reaction. Yell back, and they've got you. Hook, line, sinker, stay quiet. And you starve the fire. They're expecting a brawl, you give 'em a blank wall. I tried this again at a family dinner. My uncle's ranting, poking at my life choices. You still doing that YouTube thing? Normally, I'd argue till the mashed potatoes went cold. This time? Took a breath, nodded, kept eating. He ran out of steam. Switched topics. I stayed chill. Gravy still hot. Want the how-to? Next time someone's tossing verbal grenades, take a beat. Literally. Just pause. Breathe deep, let it sink in. Their words are noise, your silence is power. Let 'em ramble. They'll trip over themselves, digging their own hole. You don't gotta prove a thing. Like, last week, some rando online commented, "This vid's trash." Old me would have typed a novel back. New me left it blank, kept scrolling. Guess who's still winning? Marcus would say anger's a beast. Feed it, and it grows. Starve it, and it shrinks. Silence is ninja level power. It's not weakness. It's strength in stealth mode. You stay cool. They don't get the win. And the room knows who's boss. It's not about swallowing your pride, it's about flexing your control. Try it. Next time someone is begging for a fight, zip it, sip it, own it. You'll feel like a dang superhero. Cape optional. Last one. Number 7. And it's a biggie, let go or get wrecked. Holding a grudge is like hugging a cactus. Fam. You're the one bleeding. Spines digging in deeper every second you cling. That coworker who swiped your idea and strutted like it was theirs. That cashier who snapped at you over a coupon. Drop it. Lao Tzu, the Taoist OG, said it best, when you let go of what you're not, you become what you could be. It's not just about ditching the baggage. It's about making room for the badass you're meant to be. Here's a personal vibe check. A while back, someone totally ghosted me after I went all out to help them. I'm talking big time favors. Hours of my life, calling in favors. The works. Then, poof, radio silence. No thanks. No nothing. I was salty for weeks. Replaying it in my head. Mad as hell. Imagining all the petty clapbacks I could have dropped. It was eating me alive. Like this dark cloud I couldn't shake. Then one day, I stopped mid-rant and thought, why am I letting this clown live rent-free in my head? Cut the cord right there. And decided they didn't deserve my energy. Felt like I'd shed 100 pounds. Light again. Free to vibe on my terms. That's the deal. Grudges don't punish the other guy. They drag you down. Picture this. Your boss takes credit for your win. Or a friend bails when you need 'em most. You can stew, plotting revenge fantasies. Or you can release it. I had this happen with a project last month. My teammate totally flaked. Left me scrambling. I was fuming. Ready to call them out in front of everyone. But I paused, thought, this ain't worth my peace. Let it roll off. Focused on crushing it solo. Nailed it. Felt unstoppable. And they looked small without me saying a word. Here's your move, next time you're stewing. Ask, is this worth my peace? If it's a no, picture it like a balloon. Tie all that anger, that hurt, to it. Then let it go. Watch it float off into the ether. Doesn't mean you're excusing their nonsense. You're not their doormat. It means you're freeing you from the weight. Marcus Aurelius would back this up. Don't let what's outside your control mess with what's inside. Try it this week. Someone cuts you off, talks smack, whatever. Don't grip it, drop it. I did this with a rude barista the other day, who snapped at me over a simple order. Instead of snapping back, I thought, not my circus, not my monkeys, and let it float. Walked away grinning. Coffee still good. That's the real flex. Letting go isn't weakness, it's power. You're not just surviving the chaos. You're soaring above it. And there it is. 7 Stoic tricks to keep your cool when life's throwing punches. You pick your vibe. Ditch expectations. Set boundaries. And let the small stuff slide. It's not about ignoring the mess. It's about running the show. Which one's your go-to? Drop it in the comments below. If this hits your soul, smash that like button. It's how we spread the vibe. Share it with your stressed out crew. And hit subscribe. We're dropping more Stoic gold every week. Oh, and real quick, what's one thing you're letting go of today? Tell me below. Let's keep this convo rolling. Thanks for kicking it with me. Stay chill, stay strong, and I'll catch you in the next one.